Hello, fans or sports fans, and welcome to Sports. I'm your host, Nick Jungers, and today we're going to be talking about sports. The Super Bowl was last Sunday. That's February 7th, 2015, depending on when you're watching this. And I gotta say, it lived up to the title of Super Bowl. I mean, it wasn't nearly as super as Super Bowl 49, but it was a lot more super than Super Bowl 48. For those of you who don't know, Super Bowl 50 was won by the Denver Broncos over the Carolina Panthers by a score of 24-10. And a lot of people have been saying that it was a boring Super Bowl. However, I disagree. It was a defensive Super Bowl. I found it was great to watch how the defenses turn these offenses that have been churning all year, and neither offense could function properly. Cam Newton, the MVP, was reduced to almost nothing. The Panthers only had one touchdown, again, just both defenses came out to play, and I guess the Denver's defense was strong. They've been the best defense all season, and they just showed it. Nothing against Carolina's defense, because altogether the two offenses were held to only 4 first downs the entire game. And again, that's why people are thinking or are saying, everyone has their own opinion, that it was a boring game. But I guess that's part of why people say baseball's boring, because a lot of games are a pitcher's duel, and that's what's exciting. I was watching the game in anticipation for one of these defenses to just slip up, and one false move would give the other defense or the other offense the opportunity. Even so, it was still a defensive game. When those opportunities did come up, for instance, when the Denver punt return put them inside the 10-yard line and they had to settle for a field goal, it just showed how defensive the game was. And so I don't think that because of that, people should be holding against it, calling it a boring Super Bowl. Again, everyone has their entitled opinion. Everyone was looking for an offensive shootout. Unfortunately, Cam Newton and Peyton Manning didn't come out to play, really. But the Denver defense in particular, Von Miller was amazing. If you saw my Super Bowl preview video, I predicted DeMarcus Ware to be Super Bowl MVP. But I was so close to picking Von Miller. I sort of went with DeMarcus Ware over the sentimental value. But I knew that defense was just going to be what would be the key for Denver. And Von Miller and the rest of the Broncos defense, they came to play. But enough with that. On to the post-game antics. There was some interesting going-ons after the game. For instance, Peyton Manning shaking hands with Papa John and then saying he's going to go drink a bunch of Budweiser. I mean, I would be drinking a ton of beer too if I just won the Super Bowl. Personally, I'm a Miller guy. However, everyone's entitled to their own sponsorships sponsorships too. But the main thing people are talking about is Cam Newton leaving mid-press conference. And they're calling him a sore loser and a poor sport because of it. Here's the thing, though. He just lost the Super Bowl. I get sad when I lose a game of online chess, and I hate chess. Football is his life, and he just lost the biggest game of his career. Of course he's going to be upset. He's not trying to be a jerk. He's sad. So, God, he can overhear the Denver defense talking about how they picked him apart. I wouldn't want to sit there and hear that. And so it's like you're either going to do something where you're going to make an ass of yourself, or you just get up and remove yourself from the situation. So while maybe not the best thing Cam could have done, I don't understand why he's getting all the hate that he's getting. I mean, again, he's sad, he was upset, and I mean, I've been there. I've lost games, I've lost things, and you don't want to talk to anyone, and you don't want to hear people talking about how good you were, or how good they were, and how bad you were. I mean, he didn't play well, but he's the one who knows that. That being the end of Super Bowl 50, it was the end of the 2015-2016 NFL season. So we're going to be looking into free agencies, seeing who goes where, what players stick and leave their teams that they're currently on. If Ted Thompson of the Packers decides to sign anyone in free agency, here's a hint, he's not going to. But that is it for football, the official season. I am still going to be talking about it. It's my favorite sport, and free agency is a big part. However, hockey season and basketball season are getting to the swing of things. Spring training is just around the corner for baseball. It's called Welcome to Sports, not Welcome to Football. So tune in next week when I, Nick Jungers, talk about sports, hockey, whatever. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe about your feelings about the Super Bowl, about Cam Newton or Peyton Manning, whether or not you think Peyton Manning is going to retire or not. Here's another hint, he's going to. And yeah, feel free to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram. That is @nyoungers19, and I'll see you next week.